Imagine walking through a city that no longer exists. Its streets, once bustling, its stories now only whispers in the wind. Today, we're uncovering 25 unique facts about places that have vanished from history, from lost civilizations swallowed by time to abandoned towns wiped off the map. Let's dive into these forgotten worlds. Discover lost worlds you never knew existed. Pompeii, Italy. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted with unimaginable force, covering Pompeii in volcanic ash. The disaster preserved the city's streets, homes, and even its people in eerily lifelike poses, creating a snapshot of Roman life frozen in time. Archaeologists have uncovered mosaics, frescoes, and graffiti that reveal what life was like before disaster struck. Pripyat, Ukraine. Once home to Chernobyl nuclear plant workers, Pripyat was abandoned overnight after the 1986 disaster. Radiation levels forced 50,000 residents to leave their homes, leaving behind a chilling ghost town where amusement parks, schools, and apartment blocks still stand frozen in time. Cahokia, USA. A thriving metropolis built by the Mississippian culture over 1,000 years ago, Cahokia had large earthen mounds and a complex society. Strangely, by the 1400s, it was abandoned, possibly due to climate change, war, or resource depletion. Helike, Greece. Known as the real Atlantis, Helike was swallowed by an earthquake and tsunami in 373 BC. Ancient texts say people could hear mysterious sounds beneath the sea where the city once stood, fueling myths that it was cursed. Mohenjo-Daro, Pakistan. One of the world's oldest cities, Mohenjo-Daro, was built around 2500 BC, but mysteriously collapsed by 1900 BC. Its advanced urban planning, complete with drainage systems and multi-story buildings, suggests a sophisticated civilization. Yet, no one knows exactly why it was abandoned. War, climate change, or disease may have played a role. Timgad, Algeria. Built by the Romans, Timgad thrived before slowly being swallowed by the Sahara Desert. Its ruins remain remarkably preserved, with streets, arches, and houses still standing frozen in time. Hattusa, Turkey. The grand capital of the Hittite Empire, Hattusa was a city of power and influence. But around 1200 BC it collapsed, possibly due to wars or internal struggles, leaving behind impressive ruins, including the iconic Lion Gate. Ani, Armenia. Known as the city of 1001 churches, Ani was once a major medieval metropolis. After centuries of invasions and political turmoil, it was abandoned, its grand cathedrals now standing as silent ruins. Dhanushkodi, India. A powerful cyclone in 1964 wiped out this coastal town overnight, killing hundreds and rendering it uninhabitable. The skeleton-like remains of churches, rail stations, and homes still stand today, a haunting reminder of nature's fury. Pavlopetri, Greece. The world's oldest underwater city, Pavlopetri, was submerged over 5,000 years ago. Its streets, courtyards, and buildings remain intact beneath the waves, providing an incredible glimpse into Bronze Age life. Fordlandia, Brazil. Henry Ford attempted to build a utopian rubber-producing town in the Amazon rainforest, but Fordlandia was doomed from the start. Poor conditions, worker uprisings, and jungle growth forced its abandonment. Gedi, Kenya. A thriving Swahili trading city in the 13th century, Gedi was mysteriously abandoned in the 16th century. Its empty mosques, houses, and streets still stand, puzzling historians about what caused its downfall. Bodie, USA. A Wild West gold rush town that once thrived, Bodie was abandoned when the mines dried up. Today, it remains eerily preserved, with homes, saloons, and even furniture left untouched since the last residents fled. Doggerland, North Sea. Once a land bridge between Britain and Europe, Doggerland was swallowed by rising sea levels 8,000 years ago. Archaeologists have found remnants of prehistoric settlements beneath the waves. Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. A vast stone city built by African kings, Great Zimbabwe was once a center of trade and power. For reasons still debated, its inhabitants abandoned it centuries ago, leaving behind towering stone walls. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Built on artificial islands, Nan Madol was once a political center in the Pacific. The city's mysterious stone structures now lie abandoned, slowly being overtaken by nature. Leptis Magna, Libya. Once one of the grandest Roman cities in Africa, Leptis Magna was buried under desert sand for centuries. Its massive ruins rival those of Rome itself. Thonis-Heracleion, Egypt. Once a bustling port city in ancient Egypt, Thonis-Heracleion mysteriously sank beneath the sea over 1,000 years ago. It was thought to be a myth until divers uncovered its submerged ruins, complete with temples, statues, and remnants of everyday life. Villa Epecuén, Argentina. A resort town famous for its healing saltwater lagoon, Villa Epecuén was tragically flooded in 1985 when a dam broke. For decades, it lay beneath the water, but when the waters receded, eerie ruins emerged, giving it a ghostly apocalyptic look. Port Royal, Jamaica. Once known as the wickedest city in the world, Port Royal was a pirate haven in the 1600s, filled with treasure, gambling, and lawlessness. In 1692, a massive earthquake sent much of the city plunging into the sea. Today, divers explore its submerged ruins, where remnants of the pirate era still lie beneath the waves. Roanoke, USA. One of America's greatest mysteries, the Roanoke colony vanished without a trace in the late 1500s. When English settlers returned, they found no bodies, only the cryptic word Croatoan carved into a tree. Theories range from Native American integration to supernatural forces. Hashima Island, Japan. Often called Battleship Island due to its fortress-like appearance, Hashima was once a thriving coal mining town. By 1974, the island was abandoned, leaving behind crumbling high-rise apartments in one of the world's most chilling ghost towns. Kowloon Walled City, Hong Kong. A maze-like lawless enclave, packed with makeshift buildings, Kowloon Walled City once housed 33,000 people in just 6.4 acres. After years of infamy, the city was demolished in 1993, leaving behind only memories of its bizarre existence. Herculaneum, Italy. Pompeii's lesser-known neighbor, Herculaneum was buried in the same eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Unlike Pompeii, its ruins are even better preserved, with wooden doors, scrolls, and furniture remaining intact. Tanis, Egypt. This once great Egyptian city was buried by sand and forgotten for centuries. Its rediscovery unveiled royal tombs, golden treasures, and artifacts that rival those found in Tutankhamun's burial site, earning it fame in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. History has a way of hiding its secrets in plain sight. These lost places remind us that entire civilizations can disappear, but their stories live on. Which of these forgotten locations fascinated you the most? Let's keep the discussion going in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss other deep dives like this. Until next time, stay curious and you have a great day.